What's up, everybody? A couple of y'all asked me why I kept wanting to buy the AUD/USD this week, and you wanted me to break it down. So I'm going to take this video to just go ahead and break that down real quick for you. Basically, we had 3 hits to the lower bands on H1. It was a triple bottom reversal on H1, or a triple formation reversal pattern. So essentially we had, this was hit number 1. It looked like this was hit number 2 right here at first, and then this was hit number 3, but then we never got either a reversal pattern or a break of structure. And my break of structure would have been H1 closing up past this center point kind of thing right there. But let me back it up a little bit. So that ended up being the first hit. This I counted as the second hit. And then once again, right here, this was originally my third hit, and we did get a break of structure because this got broken. I don't like Asian session entries, so I waited, and then we ended up getting this right here to happen. And so this was a very good up and down motion that gave me basically more of a W than what we had before. So we had a clear 1, 2, 3 hits to the low, and at the time the bands were actually a little higher. This was deeper down in the bands when it was actually happening than what it looks like it is now. So after we got that third hit, this became my kind of like my, either I was looking for one or two things, either a reversal pattern or a break of structure. And then we got this break of structure right here where this big green candle broke through here. Now, when it broke through, it was outside of my trading hours, but that's why I was like, okay, I'm definitely going to be up for London tonight because it's probably going to come down and give me the entry, which what I was looking for was basically the to come down to the 15-minute time frame. And I figured the price was going to grab the 50 EMA, which it did. So it came down, it grabbed the 50 EMA. That's when I posted in the chat that I was looking to take my entry. Because when my trading hours happened, it was on this, I think it was on that green candle right there, wasn't it? Yep. Yeah, this is right when 10 o'clock chart time happened, which is the earliest I'll take an entry in London session. So it already had grabbed the 50 EMA. It was up here. I figured it was going to come and kind of come right below where this candle body closed, that it would at least wick that area. And that's why I drew my box right down there. And I said in that screenshot, I was pretty much like, I'm going to take the trade somewhere right here. I think I had my stop loss kind of like right up in here, about 10 pips down. And that's exactly what happened. It came down, it wicked that area. I bought it right there, and then it started going up. Now, where my mistake was when it started coming back down, AUD/USD does not retrace that hard. This was from top to the bottom of that retracement, that was a 36 pip retracement in the New York session after it had taken off from a reversal. And it usually just doesn't retrace that hard right after a reversal. So it kind of messed me up, and I was like, crap. So I was risk free, but I ended up getting out the trade prematurely when I should have just kept in mind that when you have on H1 a triple bottom reversal or a triple formation reversal pattern, that is a strong reversal pattern. Like, do not trade against it. I shouldn't have gotten scared of it. I should have just either kept my stop loss where it was originally, 10 pips below my entry, or I should have just held on to my break even, because my break even actually was never hit. It would have came within about 1 or 2 pips of my break even, but it never hit it. And I could have just rode it on up and got out like right up in here or something in the Asian session, and at least TP'd right there. As far as why I was looking to buy it yesterday after NFP, once again, that triple. So look at it like this. You got a triple formation reversal. I'm just going to draw a big box around that formation. Price is not about to come and like breach below that anytime soon, more than likely. However, what can happen, and what NFP actually did, is it took the center of that formation. So I'm going to draw like this zone. This would be the center of my formation. Just draw that zone out That's what happened with NFP. It came down, it wicked the center of that formation, the center point of that formation, and then it went up from there, but it did not breach that formation. So once we got that wick and then we got this first green candle, my instinct was to buy it from about right here where this wick happened on the H1 and just buy it from there. That was my initial instinct. I don't see that happen often enough for me to have a solid strategy built around it. It was more so just keeping in mind this was a triple formation reversal. Price has to freaking go up. Like it just has to. So when it wicked that and then made this green candle, which was kind of a big hammer candle to a degree, then I looked at the whole formation, even from all the way over here to the left. Even if I zoom out a little bit, and I looked at that and I was just like, man, what if this is just like a big freaking upside down head and shoulders that's kind of happening, and where you've got the left shoulder, the head, and then the right shoulder right here. That's really what I was looking at on a grand scheme or a grand scale. And I figured price would go on up from there. And that's why I was saying I was going to buy it. I stalled because, again, it wasn't really a reversal pattern fully. Like, to me, now it's fully made the head and shoulders. So next week, I'm looking for any excuse to buy AUD USD. But as far as on Friday after NFP, like I said, my instinct was to buy it right around up in here. I didn't say anything about it until we were about right here. But then, price had just breached through and did this big green candle. And that's when I was like, all right, well, if it comes back below the yellow or below the gold line, the 50 EMA, I'll buy it from there. And it just never came back. It went on and shot straight up. So I missed out on it. But in general, that's why I had such a buy bias on the AUD USD. I'm thinking on Monday, what may happen is one of two things. Either we've got this, I guess, a fair value gap. I think, I'm not an ICT student, but I know that terminology. We've got a fair value gap where this wick and this wick, the space between these two wicks needs to be filled. Just to make sure you know what I'm talking about. From the bottom of this wick here to that wick right there, at the top of this one, that's a space that hasn't been filled yet. So what we might get is something along this line to happen on Monday, or we could get a price might not even break this because it just broke this resistance. Basically, it was a resistance zone there. It came up, it broke through that, and it may kind of play around that 10 EMA and do maybe an angel dust pattern or something like that, and kind of do just chop right up in here, maybe give us a break, pull back one more time, and then go up from there. I can see that happening as well. So those are the two things I'm kind of keeping my eye out for AUD, because I do feel like it should continue up from this this right here. Again, of course, there's no guarantee that can happen. Price can 100% come all the way back down and, maybe do another hit to the low before it goes all the way back up. But as for right now, I'm looking for any excuse to buy it.